Two female lawmakers, Ebikake, PDP, Bayelsa State and Blessing Amadi, PDP, Rivers State on Wednesday engaged in a heated argument almost leading to a fight at the National Assembly ahead of the plenary session scheduled by the National Assembly leadership to discuss, approve or reject the proclamation of state of emergency declared on Tuesday night by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the apparent personal political crisis between the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and Tinubu's aide, Nyesom Wike, the FCT Minister and the immediate past governor of the South state. Media reporters who witnessed the chaotic situation reported that the members of the House of Representatives engaged in the heated exchange of words as the Green Chamber prepared to debate the emergency rule in Rivers State. The two female lawmakers, Ebikake, PDP, Bayelsa, and Blessing Amadi, PDP, Rivers, engaged in a shouting match on the constitutionality of the president's decision to declare a state of emergency in Rivers. This happened before the commencement of the plenary. It was gathered that he took the intervention of other lawmakers in the chamber to prevent the issue from snowballing into an uncontrollable situation. Meanwhile, in a statement released by the PDP Governors Forum Chairman, Senator Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed, Governor of Bauchi State, the group said that the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum, PDP-GF, notes with grave concern and utter misgiving the suspension of democratic rule in Rivers State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his nationwide broadcast of Tuesday the 18th of March 2025. We stand in solidarity with His Excellency, Governor Sir Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State and the good people of Rivers State at this very difficult and trying moment of the state's political history. There is no other time that our philosophy of touch one, touch all is more apt than now. He who goes to the court of equity must go with clean hands. Mr. President, your silence on the active role played by your Minister of the FCT in the Rivers impasse is golden and enabling. He has become a law unto himself because he was playing out your script. Now we know, this is totally unstatemently, biased, and divisive. We state categorically that this unwarranted but premeditated attack on Rivers State and the People's Democratic Party and other opposition parties is today the greatest threat to democracy in our dear country, Nigeria, and it is an ill wind that will blow no one any good. It is a dangerous course of action that will not only endanger our hard-won democracy, but will exacerbate the crises in the nation, deepen mistrust, elevate security threats, destroy the economy, and our national cohesion and stability. The Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, in its response signed by its president, Mazi Afamozigwe, SAN, expressed grave concern about the purported suspension by the president of the governor of Rivers State, the deputy governor, and the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The NBA affirmed their commitment to upholding the Constitution, defending democratic governance, and ensuring that the rule of law prevails in Nigeria. In their words, a state of emergency is an extraordinary measure that must be invoked strictly within constitutional limits. The removal of elected officials under the pretext of emergency rule is unconstitutional and unacceptable. The forum completely aligns itself with the NBA and promises to subject Section 305(3) of the Constitution to judicial interpretation. This authoritarian shenanigan is unacceptable and cannot stand. Mr. President is therefore called upon to listen to wise counsel and the voice of reason, as well as accept that he made grievous mistakes and acted in haste, and reverse this atrocious and retrograde decision before it is too late. We had reported that the former Vice President of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, and former Governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, both of whom were co-contestants as presidential candidates in the last presidential election in Nigeria, have reacted to the state of emergency and suspension of elected government in Rivers State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with Atiku accusing and describing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a vested partisan actor in the political turmoil engulfing Rivers State. We had reported that the Nigeria President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in a nationwide broadcast on Tuesday evening, for the first time more than a decade in the history of the West Africa country, declared a state of emergency in Rivers State and suspended for initial 6 months the governor, Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Ngozi Odu, all elected members of the State House of Assembly, and appointed retired Vice Admiral Ebikake Ibas as administrator to work with the existing laws of Rivers State with the members of the state judiciary following the apparent personal political crisis between the Rivers State governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and his former boss and the immediate past governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, who is currently the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, that was seen a few days ago in a viral video apparently making careless statements as a government official, statements capable of instigating a particular ethnic group against the government, wherein the FCT Minister has said thus, that, Ijaw people a minority group in the South and if their son, Fubara is impeached, nothing would happen. After the statements, Wike refused to apologize to the Ijaw people despite public outcry and condemnations. Days after, as confirmed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, some militants started destroying crude oil pipelines in Rivers State as media reports trends and indicated that pro-Wike lawmakers may have concluded plans to impeach Governor Siminalayi Fubara.
Welcome Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way.